Siddharthnath Singh.
Yeah.
No other chief minister complained. Only Jayalalitha. Everybody got 10 minutes. Why only Jayalalitha?
No, everybody got... Arnab, everybody got 10 minutes. They did what they wanted.
Why didn't Shivraj Singh Chauhan walk out?
She wanted...
Why didn't Narendra Modi walk out?
Yeah, true. Very true.
Why didn't Raman Singh walk out?
There is...
Are you saying the issues of their states are less complex?
No, I've not said that. Neither I am asking you to come to that conclusion.
No, I'm asking a question. No conclusions.
It is if no. So I am answering that maybe Tamil Nadu Chief Minister had some points which she wanted to elaborate than the other chief ministers had.
But then
so
you would
there
have.
is no harm in giving her
Khushbu,
5-10 minutes.
Khushbu, you buy that argument. Khushbu, you buy that argument. What's it? Khushbu raised her hand while you were responding. Yes, Khushbu, your response to Siddharthnath Singh.
Yeah.
I cannot buy that argument at all, Arna, because like everybody has been saying, people have been given, the other chief ministers were also given 10 minutes, and I'm sure that every chief minister of a particular state feels that 10 minutes is not sufficient to put their points across. But there's a way of doing it. You just cannot walk out of NDC meeting. You cannot say that I'm treated like a queen in my state and I expect the same here. Every person, every chief
No,
minister
one sec. So if Karunanidhi was the chief minister, if Karunanidhi was the chief minister, I have two questions for you.
Yes, and he has my chief.
Would Karunanidhi be able to complete his observations on 7 crore people in 9 minutes and 59 seconds? And then when the buzzer would go off, would Karunanidhi fold the paper quietly and walk down and say the rest of the issues need not be said? These are chief ministers.
Let's go back to the history. And Mr. Karunanidhi, Dr. Kalaniar has been part of NDC meetings earlier.
No, he's made 9-minute speeches?
Statement, what he has released
Has he made 9-minute speeches?
He has said, if there's a protocol, let me finish. What he has said is, there have been times when they have been given a protocol, and if you feel that the time is not sufficient, even if the bell goes on, you can continue for another 5 to 10 minutes to finish what you have to say.
No, but that's not the issue.
But you cannot just walk out of NDC meeting.
No, but the issue...
Nobody has asked Ms. Jayalalitha. Nobody got up and told Ms. Jayalalitha, please sit down, your time is up.
No, the buzzer went off. The buzzer went off.
Because that's a protocol been given. And
the buzzer went off.
Yes, the buzzer went off in 10 minutes.
So the buzzer went off.
That is what the timing has been set for every chief minister. But I think Ms. Jayalalitha also know, and you and I and other panelists
is rebutting you.
also do know that you can take another 5 to 10 minutes to finish what you have to say. Or as observed by some other person on the panel, he said that you can put your paper and give it across. But you cannot walk out of any
As I said, the genesis is not today's 10 minutes buzzer. The genesis lies between the relationship between the UPA government and the non-BJP or non-NDA, non-Congress state. That elasticity is bent so much that anytime it can flare up. So that is what is happening, and that may have triggered with Jayalalitha also.
From the topic, why are we trying to?
No, we are not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Khushbuji. We are not moving. We are not moving. You people must understand. You all must understand how the UPA government under Manmohan Singh and Sonia Gandhi have been discriminating against the non-Congress states.
Absolutely, sir. There
are issues of economic issues. There are recreational issues. There is a local laws issue which this government doesn't want to answer. So therefore, giving 10 minutes
and 15 minutes alone, AIDMK alone is not UPA. Non-UPA party.
No, the larger point is...
I don't know. You come from Tamil Nadu. Probably you don't know.
It's Manoj Jha's turn.
But the people of Tamil Nadu have serious issues.
It's Manoj Jha's turn. Manoj Jha, Siddharthnath Singh and Naresh Gujral say the UPA does not want to hear anything uncomfortable anymore. Professor Indireshan, right after him, I'm coming to you. Yes, Manoj Jha.
Yeah. Arnab, what I'm saying that when I listen to Siddharthnath Singh and Mr. Gujral, I believe that is almost like post-Weimar Republic in Germany. They would create suspicion and mistrust on anything and everything. What I very strongly feel that NDC meeting in a planning process is a culmination of year-long exercise. It's only to come out with bullet points. Now, in a deeply suspicious and fragmented polity of India as of today, I think Mr. Siddharthnath Singh is simply trying to quote Jayalalitha, even if she goes to the extreme of political suspicion with regard to UPA.
So
it's almost post-Weimar Republic.
Professor Indireshan, 1 minute, Professor Siddharth Nath Singh, 2 minutes left on the debate. Professor Indireshan is coming in. Yes, Professor.
Yes. The issue seems to be there is a dispute between the non-UPA governments and the government in the center. If these non-UPA governments had any complaints, they can make their complaint within 10 minutes. It doesn't take more than 10 minutes to state these are my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 complaints. I don't think that's a very good argument. They could have made asked for more time earlier. If they accepted 10 minutes, they must stick to 10 minutes. If chief ministers don't maintain discipline, how can they maintain discipline?
So pure discipline issue. Pure discipline issue, say those backing the government. Whereas Naresh Gujral, I want you to come back.
Alice in Wonderland, that's what Mr. Indiresh is looking.
Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland, what he's thinking.
Mr. Gujral.
That you within 10 minutes you go to the government and they will resolve all your issues. States after states.
Nobody said they are going to resolve.
Why waste?
And that is not getting resolved.
Yes, Mr. Gujral.
Why waste public money and hold these rituals? After all, every chief minister who flies in, a dozen officers come with them. And if you're going to give them 10 minutes, you may as well not call them. I mean, doesn't make any sense at all. The nation is facing such grave problems. States have their own problems. And these are the tallest leaders of the country. Surely they should be sitting together for a couple of days and discussing these issues and coming to some kind of conclusions. And through the electronic media, the nation should know what they're discussing.
Absolutely.
It's a shame the way we are treating such tall leaders.
Yeah. But Arnab, why such incident never happened in the early 56 meetings? This is very unusual.
Because they were not 10-minute speeches in one day.
Why are we discussing this now? All the
No, Arnab, you find out. It depends on the duration.
Last year it was 2 days. It was 2 days was last year. Earlier also
that's what I said.
Been like that.
If the duration is less,
don't say that it has been only one.
May I suggest?
Has been cut.
May I suggest?
The duration has been cut is because the UPA doesn't want to hear.
But may I suggest
negative on them?
May I suggest one thing, that in today's India 2012, to have 10-minute speeches for one day, one after the other, just to complete a ritual also is not an answer. They should be completely televised. There should be working groups on important issues facing the nation, on the economy, on the Maoist threat. Absolutely. There must be theme-based discussion. People of this country need to know what came out of the meeting. It is their money which is funding all of this. It is their representation. We want to have a stake in what goes on. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the bigger issue tonight. You can't have these closed-door meetings, 10-minute speeches that expect the country not to ask questions. I thank all our participants for that debate tonight, and I want to request all of you also to write in to us, because all your comments... Now, what would you like to tell Abhijit Mukherjee is my question on Newshour tonight. He's a man who has raised controversy. He hasn't answered any of my questions today. He kept repeating what he did. If you heard him today, what would you like to tell Abhijit Mukherjee? All the feedback I get to you at the Newshour Twitter ID and also at our Gmail address will be put together. We'll personally put it together and send it across to Abhijit Mukherjee with your compliments. I'll see you once again on the Newshour tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, till tonight, good night and goodbye.